Good morning, everyone. My name is Illyria Magano. Welcome to the Salmon Family Home. I live in the community and work as a receptionist at Jawonio. This is possible thanks to Jawonio. Please donate today. This gives more people like me more opportunities for independence. Let's kick off the gala. Here's Dan Stedman.
Hi, I'm Dan Salmon. I want to welcome you to our 5th annual Jawonio Foundation Virtual Gala. As chairman of the Jawonio Foundation and the Gala Committee, I am committed to raising money for this organization to better the lives of the people we serve. 41 years ago, Ellie and I walked through the doors of Jawonio with our 7-month-old son, Scott. He has cerebral palsy, and this is the place we were told to go. Two young parents, frightened, scared, and not knowing what to do and where to turn. Initially, Scott was in the early intervention program, a vital component to a child's initial success. This made an enormous difference in his physical development. Jawonio was with us every step of the way. Scott was mainstreamed into the South Orangetown Central School District. After high school, college, and a master's degree in social work from NYU, Scott has been living in Hampton, Virginia, working with homeless veterans at the VA hospital in Hampton as a licensed clinical social worker. We are one of the many success stories that is a testament to the statement that Jawonio is the place where miracles happen every day. Please give what you can today and support the miracle that is Jawonio. Thank you to Randy Rios Castro, our CEO, for your leadership. And a big thank you to both our corporate and foundation boards and our staff in both Rockland and Westchester. Thank you for all that you do. It's now my pleasure to introduce my friend and Jawonio champion, Janice Huff. When people talk about hearts of gold, we know that she has one. Janice, please take it away.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Janice Huff, Chief Meteorologist for NBC4 New York, and as always, so proud to be part of the Jawonio family. Thank you, Dan, for that wonderful introduction and welcome. You're the best. Whenever and wherever you open your heart and share your son Scott's journey, it is such a beautiful example of, as you always say, of the miracles that happen every day. Illyrio, thank you for your kickoff this morning from the Salmon family home, your home. As Illyrio shared, he works at the front desk of the Jawonio main campus as a part-time receptionist. So I think it's safe to say that, Illyrio, you are a welcoming expert. Thank you both for the awesome start. I'm delighted to be back as your host for the fifth annual live stream gala in support of Jawonio. 5 years. Today, we will be sharing the amazing work of Jawonio and the staff through beautiful stories. We are, of course, delighted to honor both Sabrina Hosang Jordan, Jawonio Foundation board member and CEO of Caribbean Food Delights, along with Patrick Heafy, president and creative director of LCM 24/7. Later in the live stream, our honorees will hear from their friends, family, colleagues, and Jawonio staff. Sabrina and Patrick, let me be the first of many to say congratulations. We have a powerful hour in store for you today that will once again shine the light on the people, programs, and passion that Jawonio is known for. And I have a brief request. Would you please text during the show? Wait, really? Yes, really, by texting the word Jawonio to 44321. That's Jawonio to 44321. Or scan the QR code throughout the live stream. Your tax-deductible donations today and every day give us the ability to connect resources to programming on site and throughout the communities we serve. So, Jawonio fam, let's begin with a highlight reel of sorts. And who better to share those special and important moments of 2024 than your amazing CEO, Randy Rios Castro. Randy, take it away.
It really has been an amazing year. We have been able to accomplish some tremendous things with the support of our staff. They come to work, they give it 100% every day. They go above and beyond. Down in our Yonkers program, they put on this wonderful dance called Frozen in Time. From the moment you walked in the door, you felt the energy. It was like a winter wonderland. And to see that and to feel that energy, that is happening across Jawonio in so many ways.
Show us the money!
The rally in the valley that we did last year, it was a huge effort, really focused on advocating for the people that we support and our staff to help get a living wage. We had one of the largest rallies in the state with 750 people, so it was a huge success.
Our DSP, we're here to fight for what we deserve.
We're doing it again this year. We have 17 other organizations that are signed up with us, and we're really excited because together we can make a meaningful change. Family engagement is so important. We really need the families to be a part of our advocacy efforts, to show up, to meet with our legislators, because their voices will lend support to what we're asking for. And that really is basically just to get our staff a living wage. The more people we have, the louder our voices are, the more likely the legislators are to listen. We celebrated our 1-year anniversary at Brick It Again and also won the CP Program Innovation Award. Who could have imagined that this idea of reselling Legos would have morphed into this staple in the community? And we'll see where it takes us next. Who knows? We could franchise, or we could have multiple stores. We'll see what's to come. Jawonio was selected as a charity of choice by the New York Yankees. We're so grateful to the New York Yankees for including us, and we look forward to continued partnerships with them. We've also continued our Autism Resource Training Center, where we've done Zoom presentations with our expert staff, delivering very important support for the people in our community. We were also awarded a $1.6 million grant for a vocational retail training program that we're really excited about. So a lot of great things have happened at Jawonio over the course of this past year, and that was just a few of them. To our generous community and families, please continue to support us by continuing to come volunteer with us, supporting our events, becoming a monthly sustainer. If everybody spent what they would spend on maybe 2 cups of coffee a week to support us, it would really help us continue to develop innovative programming. To our staff in Westchester and Rockland, you are the backbone of our organization, the heart and soul. You are what makes the miracles happen every day. I just want to thank all of you for joining us for this year's gala, and I hope that you continue to join us year after year for this wonderful event that we do. To our wonderful foundation team, we truly appreciate you. To the chairman of our foundation board, Dan Salmon, thank you for your unwavering efforts to bring in those dollars. And to Bill Van Slyke, we thank you for leading Jawonio Inc. on this next leg of our journey. Janice Huff, thank you for all you do. And now I'm going to pass it back to you.
Thank you, Randy. What a year indeed. I do want to add my personal congratulations on the Brick It Again Lego Store Statewide Award. Just phenomenal. And mark your calendars for Randy's invitation to the March 7th, 2025 rally in the Valley. More information will be available soon at jawonio.org. Thank you, Randy. There are hundreds of big and small moments that happen throughout every program, every hour of every day and night at Jawonio. This morning, we will be sharing stories of hope and inspiration, resilience, and success. Since 1947, Jawonio staff continues to recognize the unique needs and experiences of each child, each person, and each family. Jawonio has always been known as a culture of caring, where everyone feels valued and respected. The staff's dedication to fostering a sense of community is truly inspiring. So now, let's watch inspiration come alive. First, we have a wonderful performance that fulfills a dream, followed by an amazing story of resilience against all odds. Let's meet Colleen and Salem.
Hi, my name is Colleen, and I am truly honored to share my story with you today. I have struggled with mental health challenges for most of my life. My journey began when I was adopted at just 1 month old. While adoption can be a beautiful experience for many, some consider it one of life's first traumas because it separates a baby from their birth mother. For me, that separation shaped my early life in profound ways. Throughout my life, I have faced challenges that affected my growth and self-esteem. I struggled with self-harm and eating disorders and often felt I wouldn't be able to achieve the independence I dreamed of. But despite that, my story does not end there. With the help of my family of choice, those incredible friends and supporters who stepped in to encourage me, and the program at Jawonio, which has been my lifeline for over a decade, I have grown stronger. Jawonio has been instrumental in helping me rebuild my confidence and believe in myself. I am so proud to share with you that I am about to embark on a life-changing milestone. And this December, I'll be moving into supportive living for the first time. If you had asked me even 6 months ago whether I'd be ready for this step, I would have said no. But here I am today, standing before you, ready to take this leap. It's because of the love, encouragement, and belief of those around me and the community I found at Jawonio that this has become possible. I can finally envision a future where I live independently and confidently. Please support people like me who benefit from Jawonio every day. Please consider a donation to Jawonio while watching the gala today. Thank you. On my own, pretending he's beside me. Alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I am talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are barren everywhere. The streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him. But only on my own.
I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in the projects, living in a household where there was a lot of mental abuse, neglect, not enough caring, love. I never had a great relationship with my mom. She always used to hit me a lot every single day. And it was just a lot of abuse going on in the family. I was in the bedroom sleeping, and then FBI, cops, and CPS came to my door. They saw the environment that we were living in. They decided to arrest my mom and my dad. It's been 23 years I haven't seen them, actually. I was in 2 foster care homes. The very first one I was there, the woman treated me so bad. She would just beat me every day, you know, lock me in a closet. CPS came and put me in another foster home. All that trauma and abuse that I took came with me as a kid, teenager, and adult. Back in May 2019, I was homeless. A couple months later, I came to Jawonio. Jawonio Pros program was amazing, positive light. They were like family to me because they helped me with all the tools that I need in order for me to get to the next step.
He started telling me a bit about his homelessness and his childhood trauma, and that's when I really started to learn about him and see how resilient he truly was. We've helped him just see the good parts of himself, to help him acknowledge all the strengths that he has so he can bring those parts of him out into the world, because that's what we aim to do at Jawonio. We want to teach clients to develop those beautiful parts about themselves and help them move on into the world. And I really believe that Jawonio Pros has helped Salem with that a lot.
The people who I surrounded myself with helped me change my life. I wouldn't be where I'm at without Jawonio today. Right now, we're heading to Nanuet by Panera Bread at the bench where I started off my homelessness. It's gonna be interesting. I'm a little bit emotional. A lot of emotional pain, depression. There were times and days where I would just go to sleep hungry. I just didn't know what to do in that moment in time. It's taking me back to where I started and how I overcame that, and it was just a rough moment in time. Damn, kind of shaken up right now, but
He's met so many wonderful people here. They were able to help him get back on his feet, help him with job searching, help him, of course, with housing, help him with developing these skills to become a more self-sufficient adult. Compared to today, he's come so much further than he initially was.
2 years ago, Salem moved into our Paul J. Tendler supportive apartments in our independent living facility. And since then, he has grown exponentially. His ability to trust, open up, and work with our team here is a great way for our other individuals we support to see their potential growth. So he is not only a role model, but he is a beacon of hope for all people we support.
Salem ended up getting into Jawonio housing, and he's been there ever since. So literally, he wouldn't be where he is physically if it wasn't for Jawonio. He has a home now thanks to Jawonio, I guess, both literally and figuratively.
these are actually all the inspirational stuff that you see here that I made. It keeps me going in the morning. And then my self-care. I do a lot of self-care. For the future goal is to work for Jawonio as a peer specialist. And one of them is Pros, because that program is family to me. And Jawonio Pros has changed my life for the better. And if it wasn't for Jawonio Pros, I don't know where I would be today. And now I'm here, graduate from my peer to get my certification and hopefully be a peer counselor one day to advocate for those who can't really advocate for themselves. And not only just advocate for them, but make a change and make a difference in people's lives. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you all for coming and rocking with me with this journey, with this celebration. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I think my story is very empowering and inspiring because it helps to lift other people and to know that there's still hope out there in faith and to just never give up. And knowing that there is a brighter side of life and a brighter side of the future. So, the rain doesn't last forever,
It is truly incredible to watch courage, bravery, and hope in action. As the late Bob Marley said, you never know how strong you are until strong is the only choice you have. Stories like Salem's and Colleen's journey are possible with an outstanding team of professionals and your generous support. Donor impact and resources benefit Jawonio in the most important ways and do the most good. Let's take a look at just 2 examples of Jawonio Foundation support. First, a corporate partner volunteer effort at our Moscow home, followed by a special government grant that has given Jawonio the resources to give back to the Yonkers community.
What's happening at the Moscow's house today? The M&T Bank is beautifying our house. It means a lot because they take great pride in their house looking beautiful. So we're very grateful for the work, the flowers being planted outside, and the back of the house as well. So we're very grateful for that.
I'm here today because we have a passion for the work that Jawonio does. We know every employee here really shows up every day with their heart to make an impact and give back. We have the same vision and the same mission at M&T. We're all about showing up as a strong community partner. We encourage our employees to get out there and give back and find organizations that they feel personally connected to.
And Jawonio is so special because of the work everybody puts in. From the top, from Randy to the staff here, they give great care to everyone. And everyone matters, the individuals. It's great, it means a lot.
Well, they've been really great community partners, having completed multiple projects for us over the last several years. They really come in, they understand what we're doing, they understand our mission. They've been supportive not just of the people that we support here, but also of our staff. They've done educational programming for us. This type of project, just things that just would not normally get done without this special funding, allows us to put a little extra special something into the houses and really show the community and the people that we're supporting that they matter and that the houses, they're made to look beautiful.
Jawonio makes such a difference, not only here in Rockland County, but throughout Westchester and everywhere that they have a footprint.
Jawonio operates in several counties, so a program like the Yonkers program, we have our rehabilitation, we have our pre-voc services, we have our respite program, we have our supportive employment services, and we also operate a drop-in center here. As I was driving around the block, I noticed how long the line was, and it was really emotional to see just how many people are food insecure and need assistance. Today we welcomed Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins down to our Essential Distribution Program. This program was made possible through Senator Stewart-Cousins through a legislative grant, and this program has allowed us to provide both food, toiletry, and essential items to the families in this community. Senator Stewart-Cousins has supported us over the years with all of our programs.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your leadership. Here is a brand new program, which I'm really excited about, and I'm so happy that Randy brought me down to take a look at what the Essential program is doing for communities in order to allow them to really reach out to the community and meet some of the essential needs.
Jawonio is important to this community, especially with starting the pantry. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. And the guys, they look forward to it every 2 weeks. We even have some people that will I have dibs on this or I have dibs on that. The community members, and they'll pass by and they'll say, thank you for helping us out. I'm really grateful that Jawonio was able to help provide services to the community.
All of the Jawonio programs and services are very needed for these people in the community, especially our individuals, because we are known as the sensitive part of the community. It helps assist them with is gaining the job and knowledge skills and able to gain some type of occupation and give back to the community as well.
You want cereal?
Tyrone Lucas is a very important Jawonio member that has shown great progress, especially with the pantry. In the beginning, he was very nervous to be around crowds, but now he has worked in every pantry. He enjoys giving back to the community. He stays to himself. Tyrone, pause it real quick. Come in. Just want to give you some love, man. My boy right here.
I think this guy is the greatest person I ever met in this building. And I couldn't have been here if it wasn't for him.
All right. My God. Appreciate you. Give it a big hug, man. All right?
Thank you to Mary Devine and her team from M&T Bank, and to Senator Andrea Stewart-Cousins for her advocacy and support for Jawonio in Yonkers for more than 20 years. And now it's time to recognize our first Jawonio Friends Award honoree, Sabrina Hosang Jordan, who serves the community, literally and figuratively, all year long. Sabrina has been a Jawonio Foundation board member since 2016, CEO of Caribbean Food Delights, and a nonprofit amplifier. Let's raise the roof for Sabrina Hosang Jordan.
I'm Sabrina Hosang Jordan, CEO of Caribbean Food Delights and also a Jawonio Foundation board member. Growing up in a family business, our parents took us to work. All the employees knew us from since we were like 2 years old. I loved cooking and I loved baking and I just wanted to be my own boss, so I thought it was perfect to be in the family business and live out my passion. Growing up with Sabrina, she is your quintessential big sister. She's dedicated to her work. She's a very compassionate person. She's always looking to give to our employees and to the community. That's what makes her a great leader. Just recently, we had a hurricane in Jamaica, and we helped our employees who had family in Jamaica. We helped rebuild some of their houses. We grew up with parents who came from nothing. So it was always instilled in us to give back. In the beginning, it was all about giving back to the Jamaican community, the Caribbean community, and then when we moved to Rockland, Sabrina got heavily involved with the nonprofits in Rockland. That's where the philanthropy comes from. It comes from our parents.
My wife suffered from pulmonary hypertension, and the school that my kid was going to, there was a little rough, and I was trying to get into a better school. Sabrina helped me put the kid to a different school, and thanks to her and the Hosang family, they were able to graduate from high school.
Sabrina is very understanding and kind. Every time I needed some time off for my illness, she always said, don't worry about work, take care of yourself. I feel that she's a part of my family because the way she treats me, she's really, really good person.
You couldn't get a better person than Sabrina. She feels almost an obligation on top of a passion to, help those in need. Whatever the cause is, she is more than happy and proud to help them. Everything that this award represents are the things that she displays regularly.
When I first heard about Jawonio, I heard about it through my cousin Anthony. My cousin Anthony has Down syndrome, and he was a part of the Without Walls Day program, which teaches them life skills, survival skills, and how to be independent. I've just seen such a big change in him. When I was asked to join the Jawonio Foundation board, I gladly accepted. One of the most fun things that we did was Keep It Poppin'. It was a bubblegum challenge. I think we raised $10,000. I did that with my cousin Anthony. It was really fun. We did that as something similar to like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Keep it poppin' for Jawonio.
There's just so many things that I feel like that I've been a part of Jawonio that I just jump in and help because that's who I am. When you look at Jawonio's staff and the amazing work that they do, it just broke my heart when I found out that the New York State rate was $17 an hour. You can't live off $17 an hour. So when Diana asked me for help during Thanksgiving, I was like, all right, I'm getting my trailer, I'm putting turkeys in there, I'm putting Jamaican patties in there, and I'm heading over. The whole truck fills with patties and turkeys, and just the faces of the staff I brightened their day. And it just was very heartwarming. And I was just really glad that I could step in and help.
Welcome to Caribbean Food Delights.
She has so many gifts and she is willing to share them. And I think that's a telling mark of the kind of person that she is. Just her willingness and her openness and her love for the community. And if you were to assess her impact on the community, you'd have to go out to all the nonprofits because Sabrina has affected them in many ways, personally and philanthropically.
If Rockland County did not have Jawonio, we would be at a big loss. We would have to be just going far and wide, just trying to find the services that they provide. And I don't even know if anyone's close to Jawonio in terms of the quality and the type of service they provide, but they're just top notch. So I'm really, really grateful that they're here. And it's very important that we continue to support Jawonio so that they continue to give the services to those in need. I want Jawonios everywhere because they are the best. Congratulations, Sabrina.
Auntie Brina to my kids on receiving the Jawonio Friends Award. We love you.
Congratulations on receiving the Jawonio Friend Award, Sabrina. You're very deserving of it. We see it every day, and me and the girls are very proud of you, and we love you.
Sabrina, I'm so honored to be here to help present this wonderful award, the Jawonio Friends Award, to you. So well deserved for all you do for Jawonio and for the Rockland community.
Congratulations, Sabrina. I love you.
Congratulations, Mommy. Thank you for helping Jawonio.
Congratulations to Pat Heafy, president of LCM, my co-honoree, and thank you so much to Jawonio for choosing me as an honoree this year. I am so humbled and honored to receive this award.
Thank you, Sabrina.
You're welcome. So happy to have you here.
Wow, that was just wonderful. As you've just seen, Sabrina is loved, respected, and admired in all aspects of her work, family, and community life. Sabrina, thank you for all you do in support of Jawonio, wherever and whenever you're needed. Congratulations on this well-deserved award from all of us in your Jawonio family. Doesn't it feel so good to see how much good happens here? Before we introduce Maureen and Steve Grover, just a gentle reminder, it's not too late to text and to give. Our next story features Stephen Grover, a Superman. And speaking of Superman, Christopher Reeve was once asked what he thought Superman represented to people. And he said, and I quote, "the hope and goodness in the world." For the Grovers, Jawonio has represented that hope and goodness in supporting Stephen. Here is a story of the unwavering love of family and the lifeline that is Jawonio.
I never really thought that Stephen would be at Jawonio in an adult program.
We just want him to be happy. I mean, that's pretty much our goal and aspiration is, just a happy kid.
We got married young. I was 23, Steve was 25. When I finished my master's, we decided that would be a good time to try to start a family. Surprise, surprise, all of a sudden I was pregnant with Stephen. We had no idea that Stephen had any difficulties until our pediatrician, he noticed that his head circumference wasn't growing as quickly as they wanted. After 9 months, Stephen had an MRI, and that revealed that he has a rare brain malformation. The news was devastating.
The diagnosis is called semi-lobar holoprosencephalic, so he doesn't have speech, quadriplegic. I mean, he can move his hands and stuff, but yeah, it's affected pretty much everything.
Dealing with Stephen's condition, all of our life, all of his life. The therapists from Jawonio taught us how to take care of Stephen, and I think more importantly, they taught us that we could take care of Stephen. Starting with Jawonio, I think, is when he really became happier. There was an aide at Jawonio that used to hold him in her lap in the rocking chair, and Stephen would fall asleep, or he'd be fussy at program, and she would rock him, and then she would fall asleep too.
Jawonio has been key for Stephen's success right at the beginning, and then Jawonio was there for us after the school program with the Sunrise Court program.
Sunrise is the result of a dream that the agency had for creating a program for those that were very physically frail. This program is very important not only for the individuals that we support, but also for the families who are taking care of their children throughout the years and really need help in this area. Stephen is one of the first members of Sunrise Court, and he really has thrived in the program. It's been wonderful working with him and the family. It's a very rewarding experience to see how happy the families are with the services that Jawonio is providing.
It's fantastic, and we're so happy that Jawonio was able to start that program. We feel like it fits Stephen's needs perfectly. He's also able to have physical therapy twice a week, and he recently started speech therapy, which is terrific. The staff are, very loving, very caring, very warm, and I mean, you could just see that they really care. Stephen apparently has always had a girlfriend, or two in his
He's a
program
flirt.
or classes.
He'll just like big smiles at anyone and just kind of melts everybody.
We hope that Stephen will be a part of Jawonio as long as he's with us.
And what I love about my brother Stephen is that there's nothing selfish about him. He doesn't judge people. He only just loves to laugh and smile. I feel like having the unique experience of growing up with someone with special needs helps me be more empathetic and think about like how people have unique struggles. One thing I've seen from Jawonio is how they let disabled people live independently so that they can have fulfilling lives and not have to totally rely on their families all the time, and they can feel like their own person and like they're living a normal life, and they are, which is the most important thing.
I am in touch with some other parents that have children with the same diagnosis as Stephen, and I know from speaking with them that some of these other families do not have a program like Jawonio.
I think it's important to donate to Jawonio because I've seen how much they've helped people like my brother, and my brother specifically, and I don't know what they would do without somewhere like Jawonio to support them.
Jawonio is a tremendous resource for our community, and we hope that everyone watching will realize that and continue to support Jawonio in any way that you can. It's helped our family tremendously, and there's many families in the future that will benefit from Jawonio's wonderful services.
Jawonio has given so much to us and to all of Stephen's peers. It's only right that people give back. It pays off in the long run. It paid off for Stephen. So people should really support the community and support Jawonio.
That was so special. Thank you, Steve, Maureen, and Michael. You were just magnificent and an inspiration for families today and those yet to come. Shout out to the Jawonio Sunrise Day program staff for creating such a joyful and safe space for Stephen and his friends. Since 2020, this virtual gala has become the most successful fundraiser in Jawonio history, thanks to literally thousands of donors over these last 4 years. The gala has raised more than $900,000 for the Jawonio Foundation. When you support Jawonio through the Jawonio Foundation, you're not only supporting our staff and programs, but you are truly contributing to building a more inclusive and compassionate society. For our next story, we begin with a question. Can work make a difference? Will a job change a life? The Jawonio Community Employment Services staff says yes. What does a job mean to Margaret and Louis? Well, let's find out.
We're at Stack's Cafeteria. I clean the tables, I sweep the floors, I make the coffee, I help get the desserts.
The mission of Jawonio Community Employment Services is all about vocation. We ultimately want to help them secure a job that works best for them and be very successful at it.
Community Employment Services through Jawonio has been in existence for over 30 years. We serve Rockland County. We serve Westchester County. We found that working is a critical aspect of recovery for any individual. We were extremely fortunate that Stack actually interviewed Margot just like everyone else. They saw that she could be a benefit and could be an asset to Stack.
To our benefit, we wound up with having Margaret being introduced to us here on campus. It's been a great experience and relationship.
I like the people I work with. It's like a family here.
Margaret has been a great example of Jawonio services. She's never missed a day of work, so it's been a great experience, and I'm happy that she has now found this sense of independence.
The job coaches of Jawonio have been instrumental in preparing Margaret for her role. They've really gone out of their way and above and beyond to make Margaret feel comfortable. My hope for Margaret is that she finds, and I think she finds stability here, comfort here, a sense of belonging here.
What does employment mean to anybody? What it means to a lot of people is it helps carve out their direction in life, which is what we all seek.
Without Jawonio, I wouldn't be at this great job.
Pharmacy, good morning, Louis speaking.
I'm Louis Valentin. I'm a pharmacy messenger at St. Joseph's Medical Center. My favorite thing is socializing and delivering medications, also helping people. I help with the totes and I deliver meds.
While supporting Louis at work, we saw somebody who is very proud of their job, who is happy to be in partnership with Jawonio and have support when necessary. He's a fantastic example of how the services and support from Jawonio can help any participant have longevity in their jobs.
Jawonio helped me with getting a job here. But I've been here for 35 years and I love it.
Over the last 30 years, we have placed people with disabilities in over 6,000 jobs with an average retention rate of 7 years, which is statistically higher than the national average. We do whatever it takes to make sure that the individual is successful.
Louis is a great worker and he helps the people taking the stuff to the floor and delivering the meds. He talks to everybody nice. We appreciate what he's doing.
You're a great coworker, you're a hardworking guy, and dedicated to the patients.
The Jawonio culture consists of caring, support, consistency, continuous independence, and growth and longevity. I'm so proud of Louis from where he's been to where he's going, and I will continue to support him in every aspect that I can.
Knowing that I have Jawonio and St. Joseph's, I know I have a chance. Thank you, Jawonio, for getting me a job here, and I pray for Jawonio every day.
My heart is so happy and so full to see Louis and all of the participants who have been working, maintaining their employment, and thriving in the community, just from the support of Community Employment Services in Jawonio.
The power of collaboration and the pride of employment in a job you love. Kudos to the entire Jawonio Community Employment Services team. And to Margot and Louis, congratulations on your employment achievements. We saw and felt your pride at work. Congratulations on all your success. Thank you to Aramark Collegiate Hospitality Services at St. Thomas Aquinas College and to St. Joseph's Hospital in Yonkers for being progressive employers and Jawonio partners. And now, it's that time again to celebrate our second Jawonio Friends Award honoree, Patrick Heafy, President and Creative Director of LCM 24/7. Husband, dad, brother, friend, mentor, philanthropist, and award-winning storyteller. Here's Patrick Heafy.
I think I was maybe around 4 or 5 when we came up to Rockland. I went to Clarkstown South, a bunch of other my buddies. He's like, hey, I'm taking this like TV course. He's like, you should take it, it's kind of fun. I'm like, all right, cool. So I take it. And so I remember talking to a teacher there. He's like, you should think about going to school for this. I'm like, really? Because I'm supposed to be a firefighter or a cop. I'm like, you can make money doing this stuff? And he's like, yeah, you can. And I'm like, huh, all right. That's what set off my entire career into this business. And that was actually the start of me getting involved with charity work and Paul Chester Children's Hope Foundation when I went on my first mission to Ecuador.
I met Pat in 2005, I believe, in Ecuador. He showed up, never met him before. From that point on, we've been a team.
I was filming in the recovery room, and the parents came in from this little baby angel, and they were crying. They were like, thank you. And that's when I just got it, is that like the way you help people is helping people they love. And that's, I always get a little sappy when I talk about this stuff.
Pat is one that has set the tone for how the world sees PCCHF. And I could not be more proud of how the world does see us. And that is 100% because of Pat.
Pat's been a president of Paul Chester Foundation. He was instrumental in allowing us to have video footage. He's like a brother to me.
Pat wears his heart on his sleeve. Like he'll do anything you can to help even his friends, even if he can't physically fit that much time into a 24-hour day, but he will.
I've known about Jawonio for, I don't know, forever as a kid, because actually my sister used to work there. But it wasn't until, when I'm trying to let people know that I'm here in Rockland. I was at an RBA event talking about media and social media and how video integrates and how storytelling is the bottom line. That's what you want to do. And after the presentation, Molly came up to me and was like, hey, I need to talk to you about this. And I'm like, awesome.
He's been able to capture the passion that our staff has for the work that we do, the impact we have on the community and the people we support. He always has us in his heart, and that really comes through in any project that he works on with us.
That's what I've always wanted to do, is to use my skill set to shine the light on what I think are amazing causes. I was so lucky that Molly walked into that presentation that one day.
We were very lucky that we were working with him and LCM and his team at the point when we needed to rebrand.
We had to pay homage to where it came from, make it feel modern, make it feel energetic, optimistic.
A lot of people, they don't necessarily understand the time that it takes to really get to something that's a visual representation of your values. And that's really what he did. He listened patiently, and it really helped us to come up with something that we all liked, and we've been using beautifully.
We're just capturing the essence of what it is. It's the folks at Jawonio that are doing the work. Jawonio provides that light to make the unknown known and less scary. And I think that's where my pride is, that we get to hold the flashlight, and help shine that light.
He has really helped take Jawonio to the next level. What the community has seen is really Jawonio's story, and that's in large part because of Patrick and his staff.
There's very few people like him, and if there was more people like Pat, then the world would be a much better place.
I've known Pat since we were in second grade. He's always had that creative mind and that intelligence that can see things that nobody else sees. And so the things that he's doing now, it's really not, it is amazing to see, but it's not really a surprise, because he always had that in him even when he was a little kid.
He loves Jawonio because they're helping people who have disadvantages in life succeed and become happy.
I think it's very special that my dad has the opportunity to get this award from Jawonio, just because I've seen how much time and effort he puts into helping Jawonio, because of how impactful Jawonio is for our community.
Showing just a little bit of support, monthly sustainer, 10, 20, 30, 5,000, 10,000, whatever you got. Make sure you support Jawonio.
Congratulations, Pat. The Jawonio Award to me sounds like something well-deserved, and I really think that if anybody's going to get that award, it needs to be you.
Congratulations on the Jawonio Friends Award. You deserve it.
Congrats on the Jawonio Friends Award. If they give out awards for being friends in my world, you get one every day, brother.
Congratulations, Dad. We love you.
What a wonderful way to honor a wonderful man. Those tributes were amazing. Patrick, while you may be more comfortable directing behind the camera than in front, I would like to say that your thoughtfulness, respect, and connection to Jawonio were on full display. Congratulations on this well-deserved award. As we are in the final gala stretch, and before we share Cole's extraordinary story, please check your email for a link to our online journal. This digital keepsake is filled with your beautiful messages and tributes to our honorees and Jawonio. Oh, wait, you don't have to check it now, but you can check it out following the gala at jawonio.org. Both the journal and the live stream will be available on jawonio.org for the next year. And speaking of beautiful messages, as you have seen and heard many times, and for good reason, Jawonio has always been the place where miracles happen every day. There's no better example of those miracles than Cole Leone, and you will see why.
I've always dreamed of having a little brother because I was an only child until he was born. I've always asked my parents, please, can I have a brother, sister, something, let me something. Until one random day, I was gifted a shirt And on the shirt it said, "You're gonna be a big sister, 2017." And I was just bawling with emotions because I was just so excited to have a little brother and finally get to be that older sister for somebody.
When I got pregnant with Cole, kind of had a feeling there was going to be some issues there later on.
We were so happy that we finally were going to have our son, and we were so excited and to share with everyone. And then, what followed was the hardest time of our lives.
At 33 weeks, I started to not feel any movement, and I got a little concerned. We ended up at the hospital where they hooked us up to stress machine, ultrasound, and the cord was around Cole's neck 3 times. So I had an emergency C-section. It was one of the scariest things in my life. He did end up needing oxygen for the first 24 hours. He was put in the NICU for 3.5 weeks.
They have a hall inside the hospital. It's all sports themed, and I wouldn't go through that hallway to see Cole until he was able to go with me. That was kind of something that I felt like I needed to do with my son, because, he needed to get there to walk with me so we could share that together. Because, you didn't know if you'd be able to do that.
It was very hard to have to see my little brother just in a box for a couple weeks. And the only way you could really touch and feel him was just touching his hand. Couldn't hold him, couldn't get the full experience of when you have a newborn baby. And it was tough because it's just you don't go in expecting that this will be the new lifestyle. He will have some complications. He won't be the average child, but we're still going to be so proud and so happy to have this person because we've been wanting it for so long.
He had an MRI and it came back that he had a level 1 brain bleed, which then comes down to having ocular albinism and quadriplegic cerebral palsy. We were told by doctors that Cole would never walk, would never talk.
And that was, a giant shock to me, Danielle, my late mother, to all of us. But I just remember my mom coming over to me and saying, "That's not going to be your son. He's not going to end up that way. Don't listen to that." And those words always stuck with me and will stick with me to the rest of my life.
You blame yourself, you're the mother, you carried this child. What did I do wrong? What went wrong here? Again, I needed a lot of support from my family. It was a really, really difficult time. I still struggle daily with the whys, why us? They're flying. They're all flying around. I've been at Jawonio. It's going to be about 25 years. I started there when I was 19.
A good friend of mine said that all the near 2 decades that Danielle had worked at Jawonio before Cole was born, God put her there for this reason. Thank goodness that she was there to make all the inroads with different teachers, therapists, and have the outlets to get him all the proper services, knew exactly who to talk to, who to go, who to say, hey, who's the best for this. Jawonio has been invaluable to us, as it has been to the entire community that they service.
I reached out to early intervention at Jawonio, and they set everything up. They had them come over to the house, and they did a full eval on him. Jawonio really is what got us through it all. And without them, I don't know how I would have managed.
Cole's always been such a happy boy. He's the sweetest boy. He loves doing new things, loves learning new skills. When I really started with him as his vision teacher in Jawonio preschool, he really was starting to love letters and turning letters into words. So from him just pointing to what things are to him spelling out words was amazing to see.
When children with cerebral palsy present, they usually have atypical tone in their muscles. Cole has very significant stiffness in his lower extremities and to a lesser extent in his upper extremities. Most of what we did with Cole to achieve the stability that I wanted him to have in standing and then the controlled mobility while he was moving really just looks like play. Having the ability to see our kids grow and thrive and succeed is all you ever need to keep coming to work every day.
Everybody down here knows Cole, even now, even though he hasn't been here for a few years. He was just like the mayor of of Jawonio Preschool. One of my favorite memories of him is when he started taking a few steps on his own. And I remember this one particular day where we were at circle time and he was sitting on, a very small chair, and he stood up and he took like a few steps to me, and I just like opened my arms, and he, he walked right to me. And it's that kind of moment that just makes you so happy and makes you feel like that's the purpose of why we're here.
He has a lot of social anxiety, and it was hard for him to express himself. So he remained pretty silent for most of his first year here. And it was my goal, if nothing else, to get him more comfortable to be able to talk. And by the time he left, we couldn't shut him up.
Japanese, Portuguese, Chinese, Hindi, French.
Having him be confident enough to be able to speak and laugh and then make jokes and be comfortable here made him not mind taking risks that I was asking him to take. And he likes trying to do new things, and always very proud of his successes.
Things that we thought we never would see, we have seen, because according to the doctors, this wasn't going to happen. So we're really proving these doctors are wrong, and it's all thanks to the people at Jawonio.
Right now, me and Cole have almost 17-year age gap. So I kind of am like a second mom to him in some natures. Try not to be, though, because I don't want that to be my title. I want to be titled as the big sister. So we get to play along. He loves swinging on the swing. He's just such a happy, loving boy. Even when he's sick, he's the happiest boy in the world. So it's just like, it's amazing. I love being his sister.
When I look at Cole, whether I'll go to bed at night and I kiss him goodnight every night, and I think to myself, like, thank you, because without him in our lives, he's just a light. And Jawonio has really helped us get him to where he is today, to be that light, to be that, fun, bubbly kid that can talk, can walk, can feed himself. All that stuff was guided by Jawonio.
When I think of where Cole is today and how much progress he has shown, I really want to thank Jawonio from all that he has done. He went through EI, he went through preschool, he even ended up going there this summer for summer ed. And it's really thanks to all the hard work that the teachers and the therapists have done with him throughout the years.
How do you say thank you, Jawonio, in Italian?
In Italian, thank you, Jawonio.
Cole's successes would not be possible without your support. If any of our stories today have moved you, please join with us and become a member of the Jawonio Foundation family. Become a volunteer, a monthly sustainer, join an event committee, or sign up to be an advocate. Find out how you can become involved today by visiting jawonio.org. Well, to quote Taylor Swift, I've had the time of my life. We're about to close the virtual curtain on Gala number 5. There is no place like Jawonio, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. Thank you to our major sponsors and donors at every level, and to those of you who gave by texting today. Thank yous go out to CEO Randy Rios Castro, the Jawonio Inc. Board of Directors, and the Residential Opportunities Board for your leadership. Shout out to the 850 Jawonio strong staff who will always be the heart and soul of the organization, who support our children and adults every day. Thank you again to Dan Salmon, the Jawonio Foundation Board of Directors, the Gala Committee volunteers, and Jawonio Foundation team rock stars, Molly, Nancy, Na, and Diana. Congratulations once again to Sabrina Hosang Jordan and Patrick Heafy, our sensational 2024 Jawonio Friends Award honorees. I want to wish everyone, from my family to yours, a healthy, happy, peaceful holiday season and new year. Thank you, everybody.